Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the show. We are here to bring you the latest stories in AI so you can keep on top of what's happening in this crazy, fast-moving world. So Will, what's the
Hello.
latest story that sort of grabbed your attention?
Well, it literally came through last night, so it's a bit of a last minute one. But I thought, we're on the pulse here. We share cutting edge stuff. Yeah, we're on the pulse.
I don't feel on the pulse today, to be honest with you.
No, well, as we said, behind the scenes, we're both suffering a little bit. Ben had a long weekend. I had
two different reasons.
Two different reasons. Ben had a long. Well, we both had long weekends just for different reasons. Ben had a long weekend because of his social life, and I came down ill, and I am battling it. Let's just say that.
Yeah, one's self-inflicted.
Okay.
One's just, So I've got no excuses.
Oh dear.
Anyway.
Right, back to the story. We're going to battle through on the pulse here. If we're not on the pulse, the stories are on the pulse. Let's click share screen, and this is what we are going to be talking about.
Listen, if you're new to the show, say hi in the comments. We're a new channel, and we want to sort of engage with you, hear what you got to say, and listen, give us a like. It doesn't cost anything just to hit like. Really, really appreciate the support. And if you're like amazing, hit that subscribe button as well, because we need all the subs we can get, to be honest with you. And the more we can grow this channel, the more effort we can put into the show, and the more value we can give to you. So please support us. We really, really appreciate that.
That's a beautiful segue, Ben. In the meantime, I solved the technical difficulties. Not sure what went on there, but this is our story. Today, we're talking about the introduction of Claude Sonnet 4.5 from Anthropic, which is Anthropic's latest coding model. And it's a very interesting one because it is currently the best in the world at coding, which is a big claim. And it's also interesting, if you didn't know, Ben, because Claude also comes in another flavor, which is Claude Opus, which is Anthropic's leading and best model. And Opus is meant to be better than, Sonnet, but we've come here, we've got the software engineering benchmark here, and Sonnet 4.5 is ranking 77.2% over Opus, just at 74.5. So it's a better coding model. It's very, very good. There's something here about how it's so state-of-the-art, and it's even following instructions for over 30 minutes at a time, staying on task, which is a massive, massive leap forward in sort of agentic coding. And I think Anthropic keep pulling it out of the bag. They keep doing these massive leaps forward. They're really, I think, leading the charge. I think other companies are trying to bring out really good coding models like XAI, like OpenAI, but I think ultimately Anthropic always keep on top, and I think this is going to be no different. I'm yet to try it. I will be trying it today. But yeah, Ben, what's your initial thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't really got too many, to be honest with you. my thought is, okay, cool. Yeah, more progress.
Yeah.
Things get faster, smarter, all the rest of it, blah, blah, blah. This is just the trajectory. But one thing that sort of is in the back of my mind as well is how does that so for those of you who don't know, we do various things. One's AvaMind, which is our mental health app, and we're building an AI therapeutic assistant. We have a client services side with Ava Technologies, but also we do some open source software and with the Nano Collective, and we've got NanoCoder. So I guess well, do you want to explain what NanoCoder is to the community, and just to give
sure.
how are we gonna evolve our NanoCoder with things like this that are coming out, which are obviously smashing it?
So the NanoCoder is an agentic coding tool. It runs in your terminal. It's a really easy way to basically edit your file system, read your files, write to your files, execute commands. It's used primarily for coding and programming. And it's the difference between NanoCoder and something like Claude Code, which is what Anthropic make and they directly plug their models into, is that it's completely provider flexible. It's local first, meaning you can use local models on your computer, but you can also plug into APIs and other providers should you wish. It provides control to people, which is a big thing. It's also completely community led, which is one of the big standout points. I think, for it. And the reason why, it's gaining some popularity is because, we're Anthropic, although they make great models, hasn't come without its controversies in terms of people, not liking usage limits where the data is being shared to, and various other qualms. But all these frontier labs are getting them as well. So this is an answer to that. It's completely collectively developed by the community. It's truly open source. It plugs into any provider. And it turns to circle back to your question about how something like Sonnet 4.5 is. You can choose to use that model if you want. You're not hamstrung, but you can. You can load up OpenRouter. You can use Anthropic's API, and you can load in and use this model directly. So you have to give credit where credit is due. Models like this make tools like NanoCoder better, more efficient, and more productive for people in the coding world. So we'll definitely be trying it out. We'll be definitely putting through its own benchmarks, because what you can do, I don't know if you're aware, Ben, but there are obviously several benchmarks for testing AI models and AI software. And one of those ones, which we're going to be putting NanoCoder through very soon, is Terminal Bench, which is a benchmark for terminal-based applications that run AI. And all the big model providers have put their models through it, and other software that runs AI models have put their models through it and their software through it, and we want to join them as well. And we want to put our software through it to see how we rank on the terminal bench, because that will show you truly how good NanoCoder is. And we're going to be looking to compete with something like Warp, which is a big terminal, which it actually is a terminal software. Instead of being like something you run in your terminal, it is a terminal. And they rank very highly on Terminal Bench, and we, as the Nano Collective and people building NanoCoder, would want to rank alongside them, or if not better than them. And something like Claude Sonnet 4.5 as a model running through NanoCoder to compete for the Terminal Bench would obviously go a long way to ensuring that. So yeah, that's a little bit of a waffle there, but that's how a model like this can benefit even the open source community. So yeah, it's fascinating.
So that's interesting. So Claude Sonnet 4.5 is not going to be a lockdown model. That's only going to be through their proprietary sort of subscription platform. We're going to be able to access it and download the models.
We won't be able to download it. So this is a key difference. Is we can use it through their API. So we can either pay. So you can use Claude through various channels. One, you can subscribe to one of their plans, their Pro plan or their Max plan, and you can access the Claude model that way.
I see.
Or you can pay for their API directly with Anthropic. So Anthropic obviously offer a direct API, which you can pay for. And you can also use it through other APIs like OpenRouter, which I'm a big fan of. OpenRouter is, as the name suggests, a router for different models. You can pick and choose any different model from any different provider you want and use that model. So it allows a little bit more of a democracy in terms of which models you use, whilst maintaining just one API, basically. So I'm a big fan of OpenRouter. So you can use it through that, but it is proprietary. It's closed source. You can't download it, look at the weights. Anthropic haven't dabbled in that as of yet.
Yeah. Interesting.
Very.
So we'll wait and see, I guess. Watch this space.
Yeah, well, today I'll be using it for our work. I will also probably record another video as well, filming my experience with it as a bit of a rundown, as a bit of a test, just to see how it performs, and maybe we'll report back here.
Yeah, sounds good, mate. Sounds good.
Amazing.
Well, on that note, let's wrap it up. Let's just, thanks everyone for joining us. This is a short, sweet one. We're actually under 10 minutes, which is incredible.
Oh, that's rare for us.
But yeah, listen, guys, like I said, give us a little like, subscribe. Really appreciate the support. And we'll join you on the next one. We try to do these videos daily, apart from weekends. But sometimes events and life happens, so we can't always join you, but we'll always do our best to bring you the latest stories as and when they arise.
Amazing.
So Will, let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Cheers, guys.